Hello, gorgeous muses. Welcome to CosmoMuse Tarot. And this Wednesday reading is going to be a healing message. And I'm feeling very inspired by the season in which I am doing this reading, which is Taurus season. And that is a fixed earth, springy energy that is all about really connecting into nature and plants and animals. It really connects to childhood, and there's this deep connection in childhood and being in nature to like really understanding our essence and what we're attracted to and our values. So this healing message is going to be through the Dirt Gems Oracle, which is all sorts of plant medicines. So yeah, we're going to pick 3 piles. Like usual for the healing messages, I'm picking decks that have really in-depth wisdoms and guidance from the creators through the guidebook. So I'm just going to be directly reading from the guidebook for this. I will pick a tarot card before we get into the reading as like kind of a significator to show maybe why you were drawn to that healing message in particular. But yeah, so let's get into this. Let's channel these plant wisdoms and plant medicines to get some healings from the natural world, from Earth. Okay, so we're going to pick 3 piles, and this is definitely a reading where you are welcome to pick as many of the piles as you feel called to. So we have blue vervain. We've got bone set. I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly. I apologize if I'm not, if you're a plant expert. And kelp. Okay, I'm also going to put a stone at the top of each of these to help with picking your pile or piles. So we've got Lemurian quartz, aragonite, and opalite. Feel free to pause here if you need a little bit of time with feeling into which pile or piles are calling you in, whether it's through the plant itself, through the images, through the stone. There's also numbers on here I'll give, 31, 32, and 22. Okay, I will see you guys in your readings. Timestamps are in the descriptions. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your healing message. This week's one is from the Dirt Gems, which is animal medicines, plant wisdom, plant wisdoms and plant medicines. So really getting healing messages from the earth and from this season of Taurus, which is fixed earth. So like the most grounded, earthy earth that we have. Okay, before I jump into the guidebook to read what the authors, let's see, it's Louise Burdett and Chelsea Granger are the authors of this. They're the wisdoms they channeled from the plants. I'm going to read directly from that, but I'm going to pick a tarot card first as a significator, indicating why you may have been called into this particular healing, the devil. So some kind of attachment maybe, needing to let go a little bit in life, needing to be less concerned about appearances or status, needing to connect more to soul rather than the external world in some way, which, you know, all of us can use that. Okay, so blue vervain is card 31, and it says protector of dream space. Blue vervain is a dear and faithful protector of our most vulnerable state and habitat, dream space. Blue vervain regenerates our nervous system, not by giving energy or connecting us more brightly with our on, but because they allow us to rest, to restore, and renew. So you might be with the devil, you might currently be pushing yourself too much, really engaged, like overly engaged in life in ways that it's like you're overdoing it, and it's like maybe time to let go and allow more space for kind of tending to soul, tending to dreams, tending to rest in life. Okay. They are an ally to those who have suffered trauma at any point in their lives and who therefore find it difficult to feel relaxed, safe, or okay, even when the original threat is well past or gone. Blue vervain is a soft and heavy blanket to wrap yourself in and fully let go. So part of why there may be this call to kind of let go of being so attached to being engaged in life is like, if you were to slow down, then you might have to feel certain things or face certain things within. And this is saying it's a kind of like time to do that work, to pause, to take a breath so that you can kind of maybe do some deeper inner work and face some things that are overdue to be tended to. For those who feel the nights are too long, for those who feel the darkness brings a quiet that lets the pain become deafening. For those who, for some reason or another, feel unsafe, overly vigilant, or unable to release into sleep and let full and deep rest occur, Blue vervain says, let go, I'm here, you are safe. Blue vervain will not take the painful memories away or make the tender wounds disappear, but can offer a break even for a little while. They can ease the weight off temporarily so you can enter a dreaming state. Integrate your feelings and decide if and how you may want to pick up those feelings again in the morning or shift the way you carry them. Dreams are how we digest waking life. Blue vervain in this way is a guardian of memory, of processing our experiences, and is a companionable defender of remembrance, along with other dream space plants like mugwort and damiana. Blue vervain is also a restorer of the earth. They occupy edges, disturb soils, and harsh, dry, poorly treated landscapes. Blue vervain allows these areas to rest and regenerate. Give your edgelands and rocky places over to blue vervain. So time for some restoring, some healing, some letting go. I'm not going to tell you to get yourself some blue vervain, but if you wanted to consult an herbalist or do your own research on this plant, might be something you want to look into for yourself and trust your intuition or a professional about actually getting some blue vervain to help you let go and restore and do some extra dream time, dream space, making space for that at least. Okay, happy healing message. I hope this one resonated. I hope it brought you some wisdoms you need right now. And I wish you a beautiful Taurus season. And yeah, I will see you in future readings. If this resonated, I always appreciate all the things like share, subscribe, kind and thoughtful comments. Thank you for being here. Love you all. And yeah, have a beautiful dream time healing. All right, see you guys. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your Wednesday reading, which this week is a healing message, and specifically from the earth, from plant medicines, plant healers, plant messages. So you guys picked card 32 and the plant of bone set. Before I get into the guidebook to read the wisdom of this plant medicine, we are going to, where did I put the tarot cards? We're going to pick a tarot card for you as a significator that might indicate why you are here, why you are ready to receive this plant healing message. Awakening, which is kind of the judgment card. So you have been through a curriculum that you have now graduated, and it's time to kind of move from one cycle of life to another one with like a more elevated, integrated lesson that you've learned over like a long period of time. It's like graduating from college. You've really integrated some deep learning, and it's time to kind of take what has integrated about that and move to a new chapter of life. So something about kind of like a graduation and awakening, in a sense, awakening to kind of a new chapter. Okay, so let's read from the book what this plant medicine, the message it has for you. The weaver and the woven. Bone set is the bone knitter, the weaver, the seam that binds edges. While there is research suggesting that bone set has that bone set has historically been used as a medicine to set bones when they break, this plant was more commonly used to bring down fevers, chills, and shakes, the kind that might set bones to clacking. Bone set is the bone settler. If you look at bone set plant, an easily identifiable feature is that their stem pokes through two sets of leaves that are forged by one straight stem. This is how bone set can act in your spirit, in your life. If you're feeling frayed, if you feel like the parts of yourself or your life don't quite seem to come together smoothly or match up, invite bone set to your doorstep. When the seams of life feel they are coming apart, when you wake in the night in a cold sweat, here is a plant ally that is ready to knit you back together and settle your bones. Bone set has a long history of use as a repellent, meaning to usher something or someone out with force. In the case of illness or infection, bone set will aid the expulsion of unwanted microorganisms or energies. Used in doorways and around homes, bone set has long been used to expel negative energies and maintain calm in the house, to heal the sense of home or self being perforated by the outside world. Conjure the image of weaving a cloak of collective well-being, a blanket that surrounds everything and everyone that may need it, unbroken, and creating a safe cocoon. This layer of protective force acting as a passive form of preventing harm. What approaches with malintent may not get beyond these borders. Interesting. I feel like maybe you've maybe learned a lesson over and over and over again about boundaries, or about allowing things in boundaries that tend to pull you apart. But this is coming in. It's interesting. I feel like this plant medicine is more of like a confirmation to you, and maybe like a really needed confirmation to you that you've learned a lot about this and you're getting it. And it's sort of, to me, this is sort of like a plant coming in to match your energy, saying like, you've graduated to understanding my energy and being able to wield my energy. So rather than this being sort of like a healing message you're needing, it's a healing message in the sense of like helping you to confirm that you have learned this. You've learned how to wield the kind of energy that bone set represents. So like, I just feel the need to say congratulations. Like, you've really learned how to maybe protect yourself better from things that tend to create harm in you or in your life or in your home. So yeah, I mean, acknowledge that, celebrate that, honor yourself for learning a lot. When awakening or the judgment comes, it means we've probably hit our head against the wall over and over and over, doing the same thing over and over and over till we get it. But this is indicating you've got it. You got it, right? You get it now. Something makes sense now. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave you guys. If this resonated, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, and subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments, but just grateful in general that you're here. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me, and I will see you in future readings. So have a beautiful Taurus season if you come when this is put out. If you're at another time, a beautiful season of whatever season you're in. Okay, see you guys. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your Wednesday reading. This week's Wednesday is a healing message, and specifically from the realm of earth and plants for kind of celebrating Taurus season when I'm doing this recording. So before I get into the guidebook and the description of the message that this plant has for you, I'm going to draw one tarot card as a significator of you, for you, your significator of why you were drawn into this healing message. And we have 10 of air. So this is indicating you have kind of hit the wall, especially mentally, and you are about to just like really let go of a chapter in life. You're about to move into a whole different paradigm that will move you away from being so in your head, being so in anxiety, being in a mode of having to be on all the time, especially mentally or intellectually. But in general, kind of, coming into a new paradigm of your mind being more calm. Let's see. So after air, because the 10 is like the end of a suit, and we move from air, I believe, to the fire, so into a more creative, passionate kind of coming more from passion rather than mind, is the paradigm you will be coming into, I believe. Okay, so let's read from the guidebook about kelp and its message for you. This says, the tide bringer. Kelp is an ocean medicine. A gorgeous variety of seaweed, kelp is a salty, winding forest that provides home to many creatures. Kelp is home medicine. What matters most when we think about our place in this world is how we locate ourselves in relationship to other beings. Kelp is where otters live. They tie themselves to the kelp forest in order not to float away and sleep on their backs with their young tied to their bellies, always connected. This is how we see our ocean medicine friend, as an umbilical cord to belonging. If you need a sense of home or togetherness, you can call on kelp to weave you into the web of place. Kelp brings many stories and shape-shifting water spirits with them, including the most directly connected for English speakers, the Kelpie. Kelp speaks in omens through their movement and mystery that we have been fascinated by for thousands of years. We too are ocean creatures and perhaps look to kelp to relearn the language of our true home, to speak in shape-shifting with fluency, to find a comfortable place in mystery, to fill our homes with magic. We are surrounded by living entities whose secrets we know in our hearts, but whose language we have forgotten. Kelp can speak to you in the mother tongue of water and salt. Kelp is the home place of our magic. Kelp is the mysterious forest where we travel to and melt into the thriving interwoven net of life itself. Kelp is a slippery, salty, nourishing part of the blood and ocean water that runs through our very bodies. Kelp says, I am part of you. Welcome home. So in relation to your tarot card, I want to redo something there. I feel like for whatever reason, and there are different ways of progressing the suits and the elements and whatnot, instead of moving out of this kind of mental on place, I think you're moving more into the water realm, where heart and emotion and fluidity and sensitivity come in. So kind of like a much more softening of mind and softening of life in general, and really starting to tune into, notice, be driven by what feels good to you, and relationships and nourishment, and just cultivating belonging in life, not just for yourself, but making, coming into a presence where you naturally kind of create atmospheres, environments, and an aura of home and safety and belonging, and starting to recognize, like, for you, at least at this moment in life, this is becoming much more important to you than using your mind to be kind of like successful or smart or respected for your ideas or for your movement or for your ability to connect out in the world and be a wheeler and dealer or just intelligent. Like recognizing that's gotten you to a place of burnout, to a place of anxiety, and actually hasn't made you feel good. And so starting to kind of like reprioritize. I think this is indicating it's a medicine coming in for you, a different chapter coming into you where you're going to start to move much more through heart, sensitivity, emotion, and creating like nourishment in your life and your environments and your aura. So really, really beautiful, and just like kind of tuning into what your priorities need to be in life right now, what's turning on for you in a very different way. Okay, I hope this resonated. I hope it brought you a message that really connected for you and was either a confirmation or help to better articulate or illuminate something you're starting to feel. Okay, if this did resonate, I always appreciate support, likes, shares, subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. But just being here is supportive, so thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me, and good luck with this kind of new paradigm coming in for you. And if you're here when this is published, happy Taurus season, and I will see you guys in future readings.